you seen the whole Chris Pratt? He's like, dude, I could like rap like Eminem. He goes, talk about anything you want. And he just goes into this flow, talks about anything and everything. Sounds just like the dude.
Hey, how about the Ben Shapiro rap? That was number 1 on iTunes.
Yeah, with the Tom McDonald. And,
yeah.
You know, there it is. Hey, shout out to, hey, can we just Red Solo Cup in the air? I mean, R.I.P. Toby Keith. Man,
I know, man.
This week has been brutal. I mean, they've been dropping down like left and right.
Yeah.
Who
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers gone. R.I.P. Apollo Creed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Apollo Creed.
man. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, how old was he? The 70s?
70s.
Yeah, 71.
Damn, that sucks.
71? It was old.
Why are you lying? If you don't know, you don't know.
It was like
was
later
just
70s.
It's fine.
Getting up there in like the 70s range or whatever, where you're just like, I mean, he was 70. I mean,
No, that's not true. Listen, 70's young, dude.
My parents are 70. You be quiet.
70's not old.
according to the government, now they're raising the age of retirement to 70 for the younger generation that's coming in.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you heard that?
To what age?
70.
Fuck.
Yeah.
The retirement age is what now?
65.
I'm not gonna have. I ain't gonna make it.
It's not for you.
Yeah.
It's not for
Everybody
you.
knows you're not going to make
Yeah,
it.
they're saying the younger generation, they're eating healthier. Everybody's living longer.
Listen.
So it's like, yeah,
No.
we got to raise the bar.
We don't.
What about for the
this-
folks that don't eat healthier?
this is
Can we have
called-
it where it is?
we lower the bar.
They're gone.
This is what's wrong with giving your power to the government.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay. Yep.
It's
No,
these
I agree.
stupid shit like this. You're talking about at what age can you get your money and not pay a fucking penalty? It's your money. Like, it's crazy to me. That's the control.
Like,
And we're okay with it. We just say, you know what? Well, it's a new law. I guess we can't get our money till we're 70. Hopefully we live till then. Because, fuck, man, a lot of people don't live to then. That's ridiculous.
they're not
Gosh
done.
darn
They're not
ridiculous.
done using our money.
That's what I'm talking about.
How are they going to make their millions?
This is not even, dude, don't even go down this rabbit hole. This is why the government fucking sucks. This whole system sucks. Jesus.
Yeah, what a great way to start this
Welcome back
podcast
to
off.
Alex Jones
Amen.
podcast.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Hey, grabbing the brisket back for another episode. Hey, we thank you for tuning in. We had an awesome week. We were down a few people. Matt, you weren't able to experience the NBBQA barbecue conference. It was my first one to experience. I know you've caught one of them, correct?
Got the first one. You got the second.
Got the second one. It was a doozy, man. I had a lot of fun. Met a lot of interesting people. Saw a pair of boobies.
Nice.
I just tried.
Male or female?
Female. Definitely
All right.
female.
Dude, come on, man. What's going on with you?
I know. I
Matt?
shouldn't even ask anymore.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude. Keep your
it's-
shit together, dude.
Right.
Come on.
It's like you turn like 13 when
Yeah.
you see like a pair of boobs.
No.
Like,
Okay. Let's just talk about that for a second. And then we don't have to go into deep.
13. Wait a minute.
No, okay. What we're talking about is this is when you're I can relate to this, James. Okay, because when you're 13 and you're watching TV and you see your first pair of tits, right? Like your parents are watching a movie and maybe you're younger than that. I don't know, right? But I equate this to being a young age and going like, holy shit, like that's titties, titties.
No, we're
That's
coming
what that
back
looks
from
like.
eating
That's what
at-
that looks like. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
okay.
We went and ate dinner at Twin Peaks.
Yes.
Right? Which was an awful experience.
Horrible
we'll get into
We
that.
pull in.
We don't
we're
need to.
climbing out of the truck, and I guess me and Jen are getting out of the slower because as we're climbing out, we hear James go, "Those are boobies."
Yeah.
Or was it that girl's naked? One of the two.
That girl's naked.
That girl's naked. Yeah.
that girl's
We're like, what? We're looking around, look up in the window. It's just like the second story, and this lady's just standing there in the window,
Just staring out.
just looking out, and there's nothing else to see. She had to have been looking at the truck pulling in, right? And so all three of us like walked to like the sidewalk and just standing there staring up, and all of a sudden it's like you could
Bro.
see the wheels turning, and it's registering that oh shit, they can see in.
Yeah, she is like slowly like. Then all of a sudden you see the arm.
It's one of those. It's one of those little chain like trying to like.
So funny, so funny. So what was even better than that though is every time we parked in the back and walked outside, one of you motherfuckers over here,
Looking up at the window.
would walk up and all of a sudden turn around. Look up at that same window, like just checking. Hey, is that one window that caught your gaze, right?
Yeah.
Like you do it subconsciously. Wow, you can't even help it.
You know how it is. Once you see a set of boobies,
Well,
you want to see the rest of them.
Well, there was this thing, right? There's just I don't know if this is true or not, but there was this thing where they talked about a a girl can walk into a room, a guy could be just staring at the door, right? Or whatever, at a wall. A girl can walk in a room. He could be with his wife, and the feeling to turn around and glance over and back is quicker than his brain can say, don't look at that girl. So, you know what I mean? It's overwhelmingly the guy has to go, I need to see. I need to see this, right? Not that I care about this. Don't care about it. Don't want it. I just have to know, right?
Is this how you explain it to your wife?
Right.
It's medical.
It's a stronger feeling.
It's biology.
But it happens quicker than the brain can tell like itself, don't look.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me.
You're like, teacher, what chapter, what page is this on?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need you to source your work.
You're
please.
welcome, fellas. Hey, look it up for yourself. You don't believe, but you're welcome.
But yeah, no, it was a cool
Yeah,
experience.
so far the whole experience is I saw some boobs.
Exactly.
Okay,
And
cool.
I can tell you right now.
There was some barbecue.
Yeah. Look, I'm not
The
talking
end.
about the whole city of San Antonio, but what I saw of San Antonio did not impress me. I did not like it. I had terrible experiences at restaurants.
Yeah.
I had terrible experiences
Bougie.
at it's not bougie. It's just like, and I joked on the little group thread. The one positive was the HEB. We went into the HEB there in San Antonio. Dude, beautiful, man. Awesome. Like, I don't know. I think we might have a video somewhere of we'll post it on social medias, whatever. Just the freaking
Attention to detail.
yeah, the vegetable section.
Yeah.
Where they have everything just stacked and just it looks like color coded going all the way up and down. I was like, well, my HEB don't look like that. But we were searching for just stuff for our turn in for our tri-tip for the ancillary category for the state cook-off.
Yeah, and we'll get into this
Yeah.
or whatever else. Great. It was a great trip. Your boys went to the NBBQA. We've been talking about going to the NBBQA. It's like saying it a couple of times. Being a part of the NBBQA, you're there and you're part of a class of people that want to invest into barbecue, they want to invest into other people, and you get to rub elbows and pick the brain of people of the caliber of Tuffy Stone. You know,
Mark Lambert.
We're talking about 5-time world champions, 7-time world champions here. We're in competition barbecue. Ask them anything, right? You're at the same time you're walking around with marketing gurus and with badass brands like Boar's Night Out.
And Alan Smith and
those
Eric
guys,
Holden
hey,
with Boar's Night Out. We've got to hung out with those guys. Those guys are just super fun as shit.
They are. They're also 5-time world champion when it comes to whole hog at the Kansas City Royal. That you're talking. This is the best of the freaking best out there. These guys are putting on a show. And Alfred Goni, I don't know. Hey, we had a great trip. Great whatever. I want to go into all of this
Stories,
tonight.
yeah. And I think if you ever get a chance to experience any of this, and you go there and you meet these masters, and you're in the presence of just all these people here, just don't be shy. It's like this is your one shot, your one opportunity to go up there.
But use yourself in the moment.
Mom's spaghetti.
Yeah.
Right.
Damn, dog.
Yeah.
If you sit there like a bump on a log,
Yeah.
these people they want you to come up and ask questions. They
100%.
don't want you to come up and just crack open a beer and just bullshit.
No.
Yeah, and if you're nervous, I mean, they actually had a session called Meet the Masters where the masters had to sit there and listen to you ask them questions.
Right.
So, and,
they had us in that. Like, do you want to be a part of that? And so it was like grabbing the brisket. We were like front row Joe in the freaking hall. And then you had Mike Star, Blazing Star Barbecue. Right over there was like
Tuffy Stone. Mark
Lambert.
Dan Arnold.
Yeah.
Yeah, SUCKLEBUSTERS, man. We got SUCKLEBUSTERS on
out there.
the podcast, which is going to be a great episode. He's going to do a great job.
Oh, he's good. He's a lot of fun.
And there was grabbing the brisket. We're like,
Yeah.
we're going to sit out here and we're going to be like a bunch of schmucks.
Yeah.
It's like we're going to be sitting here waiting at the dance, waiting for something. Because the way they did this was like they had everybody out in the next room. And you basically just kind of had to get in a line and set up for who you're going to go to. And then they would come into the next hall, and then you go to your station. It was just like rapid date style. You got 5 minutes, ask all the questions you want, and then the timer goes off, and you're out, and then here comes the next date. And so
It was cool.
yeah,
Really
we're like,
cool.
okay, yeah, no, definitely, let's do it. And so we sat down, grabbed a couple of beers. There's probably a couple of nervous beers drank or whatever, but we're sitting there. It's like, shit, what if nobody comes and seats because we can't see anybody out there. And all of a sudden, when the doors open up, people start walking in. One of the first people that rolled through the door, beeline straight to us. We're like, this is cool.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it
Pretty
going?
badass. A lot of social media questions.
We got a lot of social media questions. Like, how do you do this? Or we're looking to market. We're looking to branch out, show our product that we're doing out there.
No, I totally agree.
And I think a lot of those folks are probably going to end up being guests on the show. So we already had Old Arthur's on, but I think we're going to have him on for a longer spot. That dude's got a hell of a story.
He needs it.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean?
So
Just
good.
giving him a platform, and the product's good, man. They've got a tried and true product, and yeah, it was cool to just to be a part of that, hear that, and we had met him at the Royal last year. But I don't know. I think for me, I like to get into a little bit of the competition side of this, and I think James alluded to that. We went to one of the greatest HEBs I've ever seen in my life, as far as how neat and orderly the entire facility was. It was just amazing walking through there. I've never seen faced product like that before in my life, right? So it just felt fresh. You know what I mean? But
What wasn't fresh was the Twin Peaks. Just pass that up.
Hey,
Keep going.
hey, if you're in San Antonio and you're over there by the what is that? What's the school there? San Antonio, Texas A&M.
UTSA?
Yeah,
UTSA.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So what you do is bypass that facility, drive all the way to Houston. All right, you won't be sorry. That place was horrible.
I'll
It was
say one thing. We'll move on. We don't have to beat it, but
the shittiest food,
we ordered a beer. They're like, there's no
fattest waitresses.
Twin Peaks is known for their cold beer.
Yeah,
You go in there, we get a beer, and right off the bat,
like
it's
38 degrees.
Yeah,
Come on.
There's no ice floating.
Yeah.
And there's this red seasoning that is still stuck to the glass.
Yeah.
Oh,
It wasn't
some
from our
tahini
drink.
from the last
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
or
Yes,
whatever.
and I'm like,
100%.
and it was not just one
Hey.
glass; it was all the glasses. I'm like, you need to go back to that dishwasher.
Hey, we all got fever
Pull that
blisters off that
filter.
trip. I mean, shit.
We
dude.
still drank the shit out of it.
I mean,
pull
come
that
on.
filter and
We all
start
have
cleaning that
bruh.
tahini out because
gotta-
that shit ain't dissolving.
Hey, can I get some what's that, a Breva or something on this fucking rim? First, how do we know this? Come on,
Fanique.
please help me out.
And our waitress was Laura.
Yeah.
I think John's like, hey, that's James's wife's name.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Let's-
told her.
Yeah,
Of course
I mean,
you did.
dude, she was. Listen, first of all,
She got her beer order.
and then you have to wait. You're like, damn, lady, God damn, it wasn't that far away. Like it was
15
there
minutes
to hear.
later, we're like, where's our waitress? And then she's behind us, sitting at another table, just
Dude.
bullshitting with
Dude,
some
there's
old
like
dude.
17
Hey.
different waitresses sitting at that table with
Yeah.
that dude. He must have had all the money. I don't know what
I'll-
happened.
It's not a
Tipping
strip
everybody
club,
real
dude.
good.
But I'm just saying,
But I'm
it's
telling you-
something. Something was going on.
But I would tell you right now, I looked back and I was like, hey,
Coming to
and
the
she- and she goes,
stage
yeah. I go,
is
can you go get
Laura."
our drinks up there?
Yeah, no, he literally did that because we could see our drinks sitting on the bar. Jen turns around and is like, hey, can you go get our drinks? She's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Came back. Now after that, I will say she gave great service. 'Cause I think she knew at that point, right?
Yeah.
But it was almost over with. That was our second round.
Plus the food sucked, so
It was so bad, disgusting.
there was no saving it at that point.
yeah, no, you
Just bring
can't-
the beers cold and
can't.
fast.
No, that's right. But what I was getting into was the fact that we went to HEB and we were there for one specific reason, which was to pick up our ancillary items for our steak cook-off,
Tri-tip.
which is. But it was a steak, and the ancillary was a tri-tip. It's anything you want to do with a tri-tip. But what was it called? The Rhinestone Cowboy Cook-Off. This is a thing. This has been going on for 10 plus years, where if you win the state category in this thing, which is part of the SCA, that you get this Rhinestone Cowboy hat that's yours. That you have to come back to. And I heard I had offers of people walking by and going, if y'all win this thing, I'll give you $2,000 for that cowboy hat.
We'd have sold the shit out of it, too.
I'm telling you right now, $2,000 for that. I wouldn't have sold it.
Okay.
I'm being serious. It's not worth it. Look, it's because it's a hat you get to come back to and wear it. There's no way you sell it
Yeah. Boar's Night Out won it.
again.
Again,
Again.
it was the first
That's
repeat.
first time somebody to repeat. That's right.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought our tri-tip category, our ancillary, was fantastic. We did the tacos. I thought they were,
So they're money tacos. Let's be honest.
maybe it wasn't original enough. I don't know.
And
I thought it was good.
we might have a picture. We'll show a picture. If you see a picture of like a bunch of tacos in a box, that's ours right there. And it was the red corn tortillas, the crusted Parmesan crusted.
There we go.
On the the outside of the tortillas had a Parmesan crust. Inside of the tortilla obviously was fried up a little bit. The cojita cheese, the fresh avocado, the lime squeeze, this little cilantro. There was some
grilled onions and peppers.
That's right, man.
It was really good.
What else? The no salsa, right?
We forgot about the salsa. Yep.
But the lime wedge is that's a very authentic way of just.
I thought it was legit, bro.
Right?
I
You
thought
ate
was
it.
legit,
You
legit.
ate one.
Yeah, I thought it was really
James
good.
ate one without the parm on it, whatever else. But damn, those things were good.
Anyways, we didn't win.
Yeah, that netted us a 12th out of 15.
No, it's 10th, wasn't it?
10th out of 15.
Yeah.
Wow.
Top 10. It's pretty good.
Right.
I'll take it. And we don't even know if that's even right. They screwed up on the scoring on that.
I can tell you the first place was tri-tip beef Wellington.
Yeah, I guess we should have went with the beef.
Yeah.
Wellington.
Mini tri-tip beef Wellingtons.
What
It
the
just
hell?
all it is just a battered. It's a battered damn.
It's a tri-tip with
kolache.
That's
some.
not. Come
It's a
on.
kolache.
What was,
Yeah.
what was the gal's name that did that?
I can't remember her name. She did good though.
Yeah.
Right.
I actually just talked to her yesterday. We're going to get her on the show here pretty soon. So
Nice.
you should
The
stop
one-
bashing
the
her
one-
then.
The one from Wisconsin.
I'm not
Stop-
bashing her
stop
at all.
bashing her
It's just
Wellington.
I don't have the skill set to do it. I've never even freaking tried to do a Wellington. So
Is that the ones from Wisconsin or up north?
I think it's
Whatever.
like Tennessee, but
No,
yeah.
Tennessee, maybe. Okay.
So hey, do you know any of the other ones that got like top 3? Like were they more exotic
No,
ideas like
one was
that?
one was a tri-tip on a cracker. That was like second
Freaking
place or
baguette
third
with
place.
some
Yeah.
type of schmear
Jesus,
and
dude.
freaking tri-tip on it. I'm like, okay. You should probably would have been better just cooking tri-tip and just slice it up and just
Just
put it in the
turn
box.
in a steak.
They told us not to
putting
do
the
it.
butter on it.
You don't
The
do
butter.
it.
The butter
You're
would.
not gonna win.
I think the butter would
Just
have
done it.
popped in that
Yeah,
taco.
butter was legit.
So tri-tip is fajita?
No,
No, it's a kind of steak. It's like
it's like 3 different muscles that comes together right there that gives you. So the grain will run multiple ways, but it's like it usually about this big and it comes in almost in a triangle.
almost
It's
shaped
real-
like a fat
real
boomerang.
thick. You cook it like you would do a steak, so 135, 140 degrees, like a medium to medium.
I go medium rare, but for this
Rare,
you need to do
yeah.
more medium.
Yeah, steak. It's tender. It's juicy. It's good.
In California, it's like their brisket.
Yeah.
Like they all get together and have a tri-tip cook.
So, but man, let me tell you right now, dude. Let's just go back. So let's talk about just setting up for this thing. We were graciously given a tent from our peeps over here, Kel and Janet, because without that we would have been screwed. Okay, there's no way. There's no way that we're going to be able to pull this off the way we did if we didn't have a tent.
Oh, dude, the weather.
It
Was it
came.
bad?
It
Ridiculous.
came.
That was the only time
down.
where we were
Dang.
there that it was really bad.
That's right.
It was really bad.
Dude,
It
it
rained
was.
hard.
It
So we're
was
like holding a.
at one point. It hit the lightning bolt hit.
Oh, I peed a little.
I thought, dude, we're getting hit. This is it. This thing hit in the parking lot or somewhere. But that was the thing. We got set up and everything else, and you go outside and you're like, you feel like, well, we go through steak selection, and it's our first time cooking a steak cook-off. I reach over, and I have to draw a tab. Whatever number you come up with to order drawing in, I draw the last number in the fucking batch, right? Hey,
We got a picture of the table of steaks.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I had the last number in the batch, which means I drew last out of the entire cook-off. So at that point, I picked the steak last. Now it's a snake method, so I picked last out of one group.
They
and I
all
went-
look pretty good though.
And I went to another group and
they were nice looking steaks.
and picked first, right? So on one table, I picked out a ribeye. On a second table, Mark Lambert reaches over because he's helping, getting guys going. He's like, "Let me see your steak." And he's like, "Yeah." I'm walking around. I was like, and he goes, picked up. He goes, "Here, cook this one." Boom. I'm like, well, one's not as big as the other.
They
one.
looked really close, but the problem
Yeah.
was one of them was like an inch thick, and one of them was like 5/8 of an inch thick.
That's right.
So it wasn't uniform enough. Like, so we cooked one and cooked the other. Maybe the first one would have been better. I don't know. But
That first one was really
Maybe
good.
he's
it was
sabotaged you.
really freaking
The
good.
first one should have went down.
he
dude.
wasn't competing.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I fucked it up, but it ran hot, but it
Didn't
didn't.
fuck it up. It was fantastic.
It was medium, perfect
It was
medium.
perfect. Yeah. When we thought, oh, this one's overcooked, and we sliced it, we're like, freaking hey, that was perfect.
It's perfect. I mean, it was so good.
I think stuff that we need to start, I guess, learning and paying attention to is when we start doing these steak competitions is really trying to learn the anatomy of the ribeye and how it progresses from one side all the way down to other, because terminologies that we're throwing out at as far as like, hey, did you pick up a spinalis steak or did you get a tri-heart steak?
Right.
And so you're like, okay, well, I mean, I kind of know what that is, but I really don't know what to look for on here as opposed. I mean, yeah, I can see, okay, I would think a spinalis steak would have just a huge spinalis, and that probably comes in a certain section of that ribeye, what you call cap or roast or whatever it is. And then one would have probably less predominant, but you would have those like 3 muscles be a little bit more predominant in it.
One over there.
Yeah. I mean, I totally hear you, and there is definitely so one thing they actually say is like to pick up both steaks, you want to pick them out almost the same thickness and size. If not, you can't get your timetable down, which we ran into. One steak was probably done. One steak needed probably 20 more seconds on it, because ours started probably a medium rarish versus a medium on the one we actually one we put in. The other one was a true medium steak.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because we had to put ours up on the second rack
that's right.
and throw a probe into it, and then just cook it indirectly until it reached the internal temperature that we're looking for.
Right.
Yeah.
But still, I think it was probably still on the low end. But I think we pushed it all the way up to the very end.
Oh, we were running out of time, bro. There was 3 of us. I don't know how these guys do it by themselves. Both turn-ins, we were like cutting it close.
We fought the fire on we didn't fight it, but it never got to temperature that we wanted it to get to. And the second one was probably too hot.
Could have been.
But you're exactly right. But we made both turn-ins. Both boxes looked amazing. Think about this: how many world steak champions did we have out there?
Oh, there were some badasses.
That we competed against, and that's something else. It's like, dude,
At least 2.
Right.
Well, we know we talked to 2 of them.
Yeah,
but,
Matt,
But there were
Eric.
other people that were either a world champion, who had been a world champion, or had come in very close
Yeah.
to being a world champion.
And there's a bunch of them that already had their golden tickets, so they have
Craig.
already won
That's
multiple
right.
SEA events.
Yeah,
for
Craig.
sure.
I think Craig and Matt were both champions.
Yeah.
And then you had the Boar's Night Out crew. Yeah.
So that's what I'm getting at, is like that's who we're competing against, and then so we come
What was
in.
our first one?
The steak looked beautiful. We presented it in a good way. I think our butter.
Butter was
I
legit.
think our butter was freaking phenomenal. You
It was
know,
really good.
And then we came in 19th out of 44 teams. I mean, that's not
bad.
Bad, dude.
Yeah.
That's our 43. Maybe it's 43 teams.
And if you look at the score, I mean, we weren't like, it wasn't that far off from being in the top 10, honestly.
It's a few points. Yeah.
But I guess I don't really know. It's my first one, but it didn't seem like it was that far off.
No, it wasn't. It was right. It was probably a few points off from being in there. But even then, what I'm saying is, dude, what an epic experience to just for your first one. That's the gauntlet or caliber of people you're going against, and getting tips and tricks from some of these guys at the same time, right? Because we have no idea. We don't know what they're looking for or what. Does it have to be a perfect circle, or are you trying to shape this thing into something? Like, how are you
We need to
tenderizing
probably
it so
take a
much?
class or something on this.
Yeah,
That's what we always
of course.
encourage other people to do. We should probably just go ahead and do it.
Let's
And
do
if
it.
you guys want to see videos or pictures of our final product and the whole process, hold your breath because we didn't get them.
It was so much like
I had the perfect videos of you picking them out, seasoning, trimming, all this stuff. And then we were so wrapped up
right.
at the end. Got no pictures of it in the box. Got no videos of you pulling it off. None of that shit. So,
Yeah, I still thought
That's
you were
what it
going to go
is.
somewhere else with that.
yeah,
it
sorry,
was,
buddy.
It was kind of intense, though, right?
Oh, it was
Like,
crazy.
you think, okay,
It was pouring rain.
I have a minute and 15 seconds
Yeah.
before I got to lift this lid and turn this steak.
Oh, it was crazy. It was
minute-
so fun, though. So
And you're
fun.
like, okay, you set it down. You're like, okay, great, everything's good. Hey, I got a minute and 15 seconds. Like, wait a minute, I don't have time to do shit.
No, like
'Cause we would try to
I
do
was
other
looking
things.
at the table. I was like, I want to go grab my beer. I was like standing there with the tongs and the little scraper guy. Like, how do they do this with one person? I don't understand. It's crazy.
Yeah, what is it like doing a competition where it's not like a 3-day event at least?
Oh, it's so
you know
fast.
what I mean? Like you just go there and bam, it's gotta just it's gonna
it's
fly by.
crazy.
It's
With-
beautiful.
with
You can
the
knock back a
ancillary-
couple of
Beautiful, yeah,
beers.
yeah.
You can do what you want, this and that. All of a sudden, it's like competition time. Boom, 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 go. And now you're starting cleaning up.
Yeah.
Get
I think-
everything's ready for
It's
awards.
2.5
And then now
hours.
you're
Yeah.
out.
I
In
think
two
the
and a
next
half
time we
hours,
do
you're
it,
done.
I think we
Cooking.
should, if we have like 4 of us at least, I think we should do 2 teams next time and just team up. And so you can somebody can be like in charge of an ancillary, somebody should be in charge of the steak, but you're working together to finish them and get them out. I think that's the only way to do it. I don't know how you can do it with one person.
Yeah. The only thing
you can, but
No, you do it.
it's freaking crazy.
The only thing that sucks is they don't have enough of them. Like we need more people sponsoring these steak cook-offs and getting them going on. You know what I mean? It's like you can't find one every weekend here in the greater Houston area. It's just not happening.
Yeah, that's probably true.
You basically have
host
to
one.
travel.
Yeah, we should start doing it ourselves.
You want to host one?
Dude, we should get together, find a spot that'll let us do it, and host a SCA event one day and a Rib Cook-Off Association, whatever thing, the next day. Because they're both easy, quick.
Who's doing
Cool.
brisket?
What do you mean?
The brisket cook-offs. That's the next one, right?
Nobody's doing that yet.
The International
Not a thing yet.
Brisket Association.
Yeah. If you're doing that, you might as well cook the ribs and the chicken, right?
International
Say
Brisket
when.
Cookers Association, the IBCA.
Yeah. International briskets. And hey, why not?
John, do we have any barbecue news?
I got a little bit of that hot off the grill barbecue news brought to you by the NBBQA.
There it is.
Barbecue News Magazine. I don't have a ton. I got a little bit here. The Rib Cook-Off Association. They've been doing their thing. They had their very first cook-off. That was the Toad Suck Harley Davidson Rib Cook-Off
Nice.
in Arkansas.
Yeah, Toad Sucks in Arkansas. It's pretty close to Little Rock, I think.
You making that shit up?
No, I drove through it on the way here. So
Just stop, Matt. Listen,
actually, my dad called me when it was like, "Oh, yeah, we're through Arkansas." He's like, "Make sure you stop by Toad Suck." I was like, "What?" Apparently, it's a place.
Okay. Well, I don't have a ton of information on it, but I do have the winner's name was Michael Powell. So
Let's go, Powell.
congratulations.
Michael Powell? Come on.
Michael Powell.
we're out of where you don't say where he's from. We
I don't have
he
any.
cooked
I just
over
looked up the
Toad
winners
Suck.
list. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think John's avoiding Toad Suck Town?
the truth.
I think toads suck.
It's just the whole town of people that don't like frogs.
Yeah, right. Toads suck.
Is that it?
Well, I feel like I had more, but I can't remember what it is at this point.
We got any barbecue wins or fails?
But that wouldn't be part of the barbecue news.
It wouldn't
Oh
be.
shit, it's not.
But you let me know when we get there because I'm ready for that.
Are you?
Here it
Yeah,
is.
actually, do you want to do it now?
No.
What is this?
Do you want to do the barbecue win
This is the
fail
barbecue
now
fail?
or no?
No, we'll wait. We'll
Wait,
Oh,
wait
you
for
have
it,
it. We'll
wait
save
for
it.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You have something lined up. Okay. I was trying to decide. What the hell are you talking about? God damn it! I feel like I had something else. If it comes to me, I'll interject right in the middle of whatever the hell we're talking about. But I guess for now, that's all I have with the hot off the grill barbecue news.
There it is.
Congratulations, Pal.
Yeah, just a big thank you again to Kel and Janet for just this whole NBBQA 2024 event that they put on. It was phenomenal. It was cool being out there, and they do a great job. They did an outstanding job this
Great
year.
hosts,
Uh,
great
and
location.
yes,
super
the
organized.
talent was great, and I think that's what people can jump onto that so quickly. And well, I want to be a part of this. So it was
great
pretty
people.
awesome. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, this is technically our Valentine's episode.
What are you doing
Okay.
here?
No, my wife bought these for me,
Okay.
and I didn't want to eat them by myself, so I brought them in to share with y'all.
Nice.
Is that nice of me?
Yeah. Some chocolates.
Nope, they're not chocolates.
Okay.
You don't read it.
This is the naughty melt hearts.
Meat.
Oh, sorry, naughty meat hearts. Sorry.
It's like jerky or something.
Yeah.
With little sayings or something on them.
It's like
You sure those aren't dog treats?
They could
I
be.
almost just said the same thing.
No, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost
They
positive.
look like dog treats.
I'll try one.
Straight from the heart.
Nope, they're not dog treats.
Well,
They say stuff on them.
Can you hand me the one that says sexy, please? Mm-hmm. Thank you.
roll.
Raul, come get a meat heart.
No. You sure it's not dog food?
Wild, sexy, spicy, all kinds of great stuff.
We'll give some.
Ooh, it is a little spicy. Help yourself.
Not
Anyways.
rated for human consumption.
Oh,
Anyways, thanks, babe. Manly Man Company. So that's a thing.
Okay. Just give me a few more minutes here.
Little.
Let me choose a-
It's not the worst meat I've ever put in my mouth.
it's,
I'm gonna take your word for that.
it's little. It's yellow. Snooprin. I don't know what that is, man. I keep chewing it, but I ain't swallowing it yet. It's like a gag gift or something.
Oh, now you don't want to swallow.
I don't. Let's do a spear.
This might be.
Everybody's teeth is going to turn like black.
Yeah.
About to say this might be a good time for that grabbing the brisket beer review.
Cha cha cha.
Anything to get this taste out of my mouth.
Yeah. What is that, man?
We appreciate it, Denny. That's almost kind of like just that gas station jerky.
Yeah.
I like it.
A little bit. I didn't think it was bad.
Ain't bad.
No, man.
He's just being hateful.
I am.
Yeah.
Stick to what you're good at. Oh, beer from Maryland, huh?
Is it? I don't know. Oh, good lord. I think I found this at. I don't remember where I found
I know
this.
you brought it in, but can I read the description?
Go for it.
Give in to the seductive coconut caramel and chocolate notes, plus roasted malt and a gentle hop bite. Indulge and get freaky.
All right.
Yes.
So you read it like you're ready to like, hello and indulge and get.
Let's be
Actually, I
honest.
was trying not to like cough from the.
No.
jerky,
No,
but-
I know.
It was the meat hearts getting to him.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
what it was.
but I read it and I go, I'm like, indulge and get freaky. Right? I'm just kidding. Right. Right. This is a Duclaw Brewing Company, right? So what is this?
The pastry Archy.
7.5% alcohol by volume, super free, coconut caramel, chocolate brown ale. Okay, this
It looks like the caramel delights from the Girl Scouts, right? The little cookie
Yeah.
picture on there.
yeah, it does.
That's right up on my alley. I love those cookies.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, I think those are the best.
Y'all are bad friends. I spent
do you
like
think,
all couple of days like trying to. I'm not gonna drink this week. I'm gonna tell the guys no. I gotta do that. You know, whatever else. And then
Liar.
I
Lie
get
to
here.
yourself.
I don't even believe that.
That's true though.
I met you at a bar before
If
this.
you just listen, I know that's what I'm saying. But today, I'm saying before this, if you knew how much alcohol we drank over the last
you
or how much
guys
I drank over the last 2 weeks, I came off of that like I don't want to drink for a while.
This is my first drink since we got back from NBBQA.
Yeah.
Today's my first day drinking since I got back from NBBQA as well.
Y'all got back yesterday.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying.
We took hours off.
Yeah. 24 hours at least. Now,
What do you think those terrorists going to be charging for them cookies
I love
this
drinking,
year?
by the way. What?
I said, what do you think them terrorists going to be charging for them cookies this year?
He's called the Girl Scouts terrorists. I had to hear that a second time. I was like,
Yeah.
Come again?
Yeah. Who knows?
Dude, they upped it like big time last year.
What was it?
$35 a box.
$6 a box, or was it more than
I
that?
think it was more than that.
It's like, it's like $35 a box,
I'll
dude.
buy them. I know we're gonna buy them.
Yeah.
I still got some in my freezer from
Yeah,
last year.
cheers real quick, guys.
I'll come over, I'll help you with
Let's do a
that.
big cheers. Hey, are we supposed to pour these?
I
Yeah.
poured mine.
Okay. Why? I don't want to drink out of that shit.
James does it, so
Got to check the color.
just want to be like James.
It's in your mustache, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring a.
Yeah, baby. This is a great beer.
It's pretty good.
You know what I'm drinking? Drinking like a milkshake,
I was
dude.
gonna say I need a straw.
Yeah.
a spoon.
Dude, this is like a perfect chocolate milkshake.
This would be good with a scoop of vanilla ice cream in
It's like you feel like it's going to be probably really heavy on the like the gut, right? But it's not that thick, is it?
it. I don't think it is.
Yeah,
It's a brown ale. It's not
but
a stout. So.
it's got a good like microfine bubbles, right? When you poured it, it's frothy. I'm gonna pop this.
What do you think about it, John?
I think it's freaking delicious. Sweet. I don't know if I'm really picking up. Maybe I am picking up a little bit of caramel notes, caramel chocolate. I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting any coconut in there or not. Let me sip on it a little bit longer. What do you think, Matt?
Do you want me to judge it first?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, I don't find it very flavorful. Maybe it could be that last bout of COVID I just got over, but
Jesus, dude.
it's
Trying to
Not very flavorful. Is that what you said?
yeah. I'm not picking up
you must be
any of the things it's saying on here. It just tastes kind of like a brown ale. You know?
I'm definitely getting coconut in this. I'm getting chocolate in this. You're not
I don't
eating
know. Are
James?
you with me? Are you with me, James?
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Matt. It's sweet.
You don't have the coconut.
It's
with
sweet.
it?
I
it's
like
sweet.
it.
It's
I
like a
mean-
sweet brown ale is what it tastes like to me.
I'm getting no coconut.
Yeah, I'm not really not getting coconut either.
Little bit
I
of
am
a-
getting a little bit of
little bit of
chocolate, a
chocolate,
little bit of
but-
caramel, the sweetness.
That's
but
the front end of
That'd
the,
just
is
be
the
more of the
coconut.
I don't know.
bitterness.
I guess I'm not picking it up, but I'm picking up the rest of it, and I do think it's delicious. So,
I'm gonna give it a 6.6.
well, you're wrong. So that's fine.
That's what I'm
Hey,
getting at.
that's the worst. That's the worst
6.6.
score ever sent. You should probably go back to that school. Come on, man. Second drink or something.
No, I'm standing by that.
It's just come
100%.
back to you, James.
Damn.
You know what?
I'll concur on a 6.6 as well.
Jesus.
A couple of ball suckers over here.
I'm still gonna finish it. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
but
I bet you are, because it's a 6.6, dude. Come on, what are y'all talking about?
This is a very easy drinker for
Can you
a 7.5.
Can you just stop for a second and get a little?
Okay, he's putting his
Get a
finger
little-
in it. All right. Okay.
Can we just get a little bit of what? No way.
We don't do a lot of brown ales, I don't think.
I love brown ales.
Okay. Oh, you weren't there, but we officially welcomed Jan into the 200 Club.
Oh, you made
his
it.
That's it.
200th beer review.
That's it up top, bro. Thank you.
Go.
You're still a little far away.
I know.
man.
I
You need to work on
started
it.
the podcast a little later, so I guess I'm catching up to do. So.
I think you're around 145 or
Oh, I thought
148.
it was
or something.
170s at least.
No.
Sorry,
You
bud.
got
Jeez.
a year of no missing, and you should be in. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
can I ask
Do
you
your
a
thing.
question?
Yeah.
How have you guys reviewed more than me?
We come to the podcast more than you do.
Just
That-
have
is that
not
true?
missed.
Yeah. And also, this is counting video
it's
beer reviews.
everything.
Any beer reviews we've done that have been
When,
put
when
out
you
to
were
the
across
public.
the street, yeah, and y'all would hang out and do beer reviews in the dark or something, like under your sheets.
If you're jealous, just
No,
say
I
that.
rem- I remember
it's
that.
Fine. It's fine. If you're
I
jealous,
remember when
just
y'all
say
did
it.
that. Can we go? Hey, can we go back to the beer review real quick? Hey, thank you. Hey, what was your score again? This is only the 90-second beer review.
Well,
we're
go
doing.
for it. What do you got? What do you got? Tell me
Okay,
here.
I need one more drink. I need to
Okay,
think about.
then I'll go. It's delicious. It's very smooth. You're right. I'm not getting any coconut. I wish there was definitely more coconut forward, but I am getting some chocolate, and I'm getting a sweetness, like a caramel sweetness.
No, definitely there.
I'm gonna go.
Maybe the back end the coconut comes in.
I don't know. This is really smooth, but now that you guys are saying that, it's making me like. It's not exactly what it says it is, but it fucking tastes good. So
Jesus
Don't
Christ.
screw this up, Sean.
I'm not. I'm gonna go.
This is your reputation.
8.3. This is a good beer. This is a
that's-
very good beer. I'd drink this anytime.
Oh, wow.
All right.
I just want to see how far I could sway John over here. This beer is a 6 point.
He's
no,
gonna
I'm
go
just-
down with us
I'm
now.
just kidding. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. No, man, I actually agree with you, John. This is a really, really good beer. If you're out, James, I'm assuming you went to HEB or whatever else to pick this up. This is the Duclaw, or I'm sorry, John, the Duclaw Brewing Company.
Duclaw.
Is it duh? Is duh, right?
You're scared of the
I thought,
Duclaw.
but whatever. The pastry Archy, the super free coconut caramel chocolate brown ale, 7.5% alcohol by volume. What was yours?
8.3.
Yeah, 8.7.
Ooh, you're way higher than me.
8.7. This beer can be. You can drink this beer every single night,
No.
or you can wake up and pour it in your damn cereal, right, and have it with that. Either way, you're going to be okay. This thing's going to go down like nothing.
It's a good beer.
I'm telling you right now, at the end of this, you're never going to drink the milk so much faster than you just drink this thick ass chocolate syrupy.
We need to do more brown ales.
Dude, it's good. It's great.
Newcastle's a brown ale, ain't it?
Yeah.
It is, but get
Newcastle-
get the Samuel Smith's nut brown ale. That's a good one.
Hey, so as I Google the brewing company,
Yeah.
there's two things that stand out. Is the address is on Yellow Brick Road,
Let's go.
Of course it is.
and they got a chocolate peanut butter porter. Sweet Baby Jesus is what it's called. Have you
Should have
tried
got that one.
I
That
didn't
sounds
see
better.
it. We need to get it. It sounds amazing.
I
Yeah.
just killed that beer, by the way. This is a
Finish
16
that?
Yeah, dude. Of course I finished that. It's amazing. I gave it a high score. I freaking drink it like it's a high score. What's wrong with you?
Like going for a high score.
Get out
like,
of here, dude. Get out of here with that mess. That's a freaking phenomenal beer.
Okay, I think that's all we got for the grab 'em and the brisket.
Yeah. Beer review, motherfucker.
All right, with that, let's pay some bills, hear from some friends in
Yeah.
Oddpods, and then let's hear something from our boy Frank Cox over there at Smoker Builder.
Dude, maybe the greatest person in the world.
You know, smoking meats isn't just cooking, it's an art form. The aroma, those deep flavors, the patience, it's a whole experience.
And behind every great artist, there's the right set of tools. If you're aiming to build your own barbecue pit or dreaming of a custom design tailored just for you, SmokerBuilder.com has your back.
Led by Frank Cox, their expertise is unmatched. Offering blueprints, kits, and insights, they turn every barbecue dream into a flavorful reality.
Imagine your backyard, the center of attention, and at the heart of it, a smoker that's uniquely yours.
It's more than just equipment. It's about crafting those unforgettable moments, and with the guidance of Frank and his team, you're setting the stage for magic.
So whether you're a seasoned pit master or taking your first steps into the smoky world,
head over to SmokerBuilder.com, fill up your carts, and be sure to use the promo code GRABTHEBRISKET in all caps to receive your 10% discount. Smoke on.
Threw down some ribs last night, used the Chicks That Smoke spicy rub, mind blown.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like the Chicks That Smoke spicy barbecue all-purpose rub, dude, it is a game changer for sure.
Yeah, if you folks have not given it a shot, you need to.
Honestly, your barbecue will thank you.
Chicks That Smoke, it's at SUCKLEBUSTERS.com.
Hey listeners, ever been at an event or business gathering and noticed that one thing just stands out? A simple item, but with a touch of personalization.
Bro, I know exactly what you're talking about. CoolieNation.com, it's all about making an impression. Custom designed coolies that aren't just about keeping your drink cold. They're making a statement.
Exactly. And for businesses out there, listen up. Whether it's in a corporate event or your product launch or you're promoting your own brand, these custom coolies can be your next big marketing win.
Imagine your logo or brand message right there in the hands of potential clients, partners, and customers. It's subtle yet impactful.
The quality and design of flexibility they offer, top tier. It's not just a promotional item, it's an experience.
So for everyone looking to make their mark, whether it's in business or just adding a personal touch,
dive into CoolieNation.com.
Elevate your brand, elevate your events.
With Coolie Nation, every sip is more than just refreshment, it's recognition. Make it count.
So head over to CoolieNation.com/brisket and get your hookup.
Hi, I'm Dave, host of the Beer in Front podcast. Every week I'll talk about a beer that maybe we've forgotten along the way while we're getting those check-ins and badges. Sometimes I'm going to talk about a new beer that has potential to be a classic. You could check out the podcast wherever you listen, or you could catch videos over on YouTube and TikTok. Remember, sometimes the beer in front of you is the best one yet. Cheers!
And now it's time for Frank Knows What's Wrong With It. As always, send in your questions to 434-829-2299 or shoot us an email at info@grabtheminthebrisket.com.
Hey guys, Frank Cox here. I'm back with another question from Dominic. This is a great one. I'm excited to answer this one. What is your favorite cut of meat for the holiday? He asks. So my personal favorite is always going to be brisket. I can't get away from brisket. You know, that's just the end of it for me. However, I like a lot of things to go with my brisket. So let's talk about those. Years back, I cooked a thing called a turducken. And I've never been smart enough or patient enough to make one of these. But if you've not heard about it, I strongly suggest that you do some research. And if you can afford to buy one, buy one. It's going to change your holiday life is what it'll do. And as a matter of fact, makes the best gravy I've ever had in my life. So what is a turducken, you might ask? Okay, so a turducken is something that a very smart, I've heard Cajun guy, I don't know who, came up with. And it takes a skilled butcher to make it. Basically what it amounts to is you're going to completely debone a chicken and a duck and a turkey. Except on the turkey, you're not going to debone the legs or the wings. You're going to take all the other bones out of it. And what's going to happen is the chicken and the duck are pretty easy to debone because you can unfold and butterfly those open and remove the skeleton. However, the chicken or the turkey, you cannot do that. You have to debone it from the inside out, and that's the part that takes some skill. Once you get that whole thing done, you're going to make some kind of stuffing, right? This is the part that I didn't know existed until I had one. You got to make some kind of stuffing. And then when you're done with that stuffing, you're going to lay out the chicken. You're going to put, or whichever one you want to do first. I don't know if the chicken comes first or the duck comes first. Can't remember. I just know it was awesome. Anyway, you're going to slather the inside of the chicken, let's say, first with stuffing. Then you're going to set the duck in there. And you're going to slather him full of the stuffing. Then you're going to roll it up like a Yule log or a porchetta. And then you're going to stuff that inside the turkey, right? Then you're going to use some butcher twine to kind of keep the whole mess contained. Rub it down, do whatever the heck you're going to do to it, smoke it up, and make sure to save all of the drippings somehow, because now we're going to go into full meathead Goldwyn mode, and we're going to make some of the best freaking gravy you ever had in your life. So anyway, completely worth it. Somewhat expensive, $100 and something. I don't even know. I think I paid $130 for mine. Completely worth it. Great question, Dominic. You made me dig on that one. So I appreciate it. Hey guys, if you guys want to be like Dominic and get your question answered on the Grab 'em and the Brisket podcast, plus get entered into a giveaway for some cool stuff like maybe a cooker of some kind. I don't know. Listen to what these brisket boys got to say about it, and we look forward to seeing you on the next podcast.
All right, folks, have you had your questions for our buddy Frank Cox over there? It's 434-829-2299, or you can just send us an email, info@grabemandabrisket.com, any of the social medias. Anywhere you want to reach out. If you got a question for Frank, he loves freaking answering them, so reach out to us.
That's right, man. This is a wealth of knowledge, not just about barbecue pits but refrigeration, HVAC when it comes to kitchens or setting up that type of equipment. I mean, he spent a lot of time in that field, and then turned around and was like used what he learned into drafting and working in barbecue pits. He's a very smart guy,
smart dude, and an excellent talker.
Yeah, he is.
He's I don't know what the right word is for that.
But this is his passion, and you can tell, and
super passionate.
It doesn't matter. Like it's like you have something like I'm struggling with this type of barbecue pit. It's doing this. He's the guy. Like, look, send me a picture. I can probably look at this and diagnose what you need to add. And he's like right. You know what I mean? So he has definitely been around a long time and been manufacturing some badass pits. So please check out SmokeAbuilder.com. Check out the Super 55s, which I believe are one of the best drums on the markets. Just doing the one that playing with the one that we have, cooking on it. And coming out with some badass barbecue, but the way to maintain temperature, maintain heat, I think that is very unique when it comes to this barbecue pit, and the heat shields that he has installed on those. So it's a pretty special drum itself. So yeah,
and as
check
always,
it out.
we can get you a discount on that. Just scroll down. There's a little link for you to click on, and there's also a code. As we walked into
what's the code real quick?
It's Grab the Brisket. All caps.
Code is Grab the Brisket. Yes, so check it out. I know we just had the commercial, but again, like this thing is badass. So
it's super cool. Yeah, I wish I could play with it a little bit more, but it's in James's yard and not mine. So.
There it is.
Okay, when we were rolling into the NBBQA, one of the first things we saw was a monitor that was playing the Grabbing the Brisket episode we had with John Mann, the Alaska
TV.
Barbecue Man.
Yeah.
There's a television.
Right, monitor,
Okay,
TV, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, up on the wall. It was pretty badass, and this thing was playing pretty much the whole time we were there. And that's part of that was because Alaska Barbecue Man was helping them do the setup, and he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna be on TV too." So he posted this thing.
Yeah. So I don't know if John Mann meant to just have all our barbecue, all our podcast episodes roll.
Yeah.
But once his episode played, it went to the next one.
Yeah. It was
And the
just
next
rolling.
one.
It was a loop. It
Yeah.
just kept going and
so
going.
just go through episodes.
It played
Yeah,
all
yeah.
our last
Yeah.
episodes.
Oh, that's badass.
Just sitting there.
I do
at
think
the
every once in a while
conference.
he must have been going back and putting it on his because I know I saw his on there more than once. So, anyways, but that brings me to a little correction. We don't make errors on this show very often, but when we had him on, I don't remember if it was. I think it was just me and James here, but I don't remember. One of us said,
You two guys made errors. We didn't, Matt.
That's right.
You guys didn't show up.
Turn their mics off.
it.
They don't have to feel
Shoot it.
any shame in making errors. Go ahead, John.
Anyways, we were talking about all things Alaska, having a great time. Maybe one of the funnest podcasts we've ever recorded.
I'm sure it was.
And we mentioned
The
that
best podcast.
polar bear attacks. I gave a
Right.
statistic. One of us gave a statistic. It may have been me. It may have been James. If you live in Alaska, it's about a 1 in 10 that you're going to get attacked by a polar bear.
Who said that?
I don't remember. It's one of us. It doesn't matter who said it. It doesn't matter. It's not here nor there.
Yeah.
But I did a little more research, and it's actually more like 1 in 200,000 or something like that.
What is
Did
that?
you say 1 in 10?
Yeah. So
Like, can
I
you
was
imagine getting off a plane? You're like, it was nice knowing you.
Yeah, one of us ain't making
Hey.
it.
Listen, Hey guys, I'm actually staying in a resort, so it's cool meeting you guys.
Right.
Guess you're dying, huh?
So I said 1 in 200,000, but that's actually just any bear attack in Alaska. So polar bears is probably less than that. And also the moose thing, I think I said 1 in 6, and that's
Are there
more
any
like
polar
1 in
bears in
100,000.
Alaska?
So
Right.
yeah,
there
there
polar-
are, but they're not really by the people. They're farther north. So
Yeah, they're way up top.
yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to correct that
like-
because I don't remember. I think James probably said that, but
Yeah, it
either
probably
way,
was. It's like getting off the plane. It's like, guys, hey, 50 of you are getting off the plane.
Yeah.
25 of you are coming back.
Ain't coming back.
right. Well, one of the first things when we walked up and
Dave's
saw,
confused.
we
Right.
walked up and saw John Mann and his wife, and they were both like 1 in 10. We're like, what are you talking about? 1 in 10 to get attacked by polar bears?
Right.
They were just like, you guys are freaking idiots.
Dude,
Dude.
I killed myself because
Hey.
there was no moose knuckle jokes in that whole Alaska episode.
There shouldn't
How did I
be.
miss? When was this episode? How did I miss this
Hey,
one?
are you
You were
sti-
gone. I don't know where you were.
Hey, can you take the beer away from him? No, there's not even. I can't even say what you said. I think it's very
Moose
offensive.
knuckle.
No, I
Moose
know what he
knuckle.
said.
It's like the pants are too tight.
Yeah, it's like, it's
Out of all the
I get
shit
it.
Jan has said, moose knuckle is what
too far.
offends
Very
him.
offensive.
Right.
offensive.
That's what offends you. Okay. All
it's
right.
like, well, hey,
We know where
Yes.
the line
Hey,
is.
John Mann, I'm sorry.
yeah, you should be sorry.
And the rest of, I don't know, how many people are in
I-
Alaska? Like 8 or 12. I
No,
don't know.
how about be sorry for other people in the world that said we're not going to Alaska now?
Right.
Like you,
No, they're
you
going to
have-
go.
You have no idea the
I want to go to
power.
Alaska so bad, bro.
You have no idea the power of your damn voice, right? hey, there's like one person that thought it like for 6 seconds. I can't go to Alaska anymore, and then they
They got a
realized
1 in 10 chance of getting mauled to death.
And then they had a supercomputer strapped to their back over there with a cell phone. They're like, "Hey, by the way, never mind." They're idiots by click, and y'all believed it. Like I feel like one of y'all said it, the other one just agreed.
Yeah, I should not have agreed.
Oh
I don't know.
man,
I,
so
you know,
bad.
I take some responsibility because I didn't fact check that because
Yeah,
it made
right.
sense to
Right.
me.
You really
Yeah,
should.
right.
Yeah,
It's
it made sense to me.
If you
1 in
just said-
10. Imagine the 5 of y'all went as grabbing the brisket. The odds of y'all all coming back were pretty
yeah,
shitty.
not good,
Not great.
It's not, the
Not
greatest.
great. I just have to outrun one of you.
If
That's
you
it.
if you just said Australia,
Yeah, no, then it's like
Way more polar bear attacks.
anacondas or
No.
spiders or something.
well, I'd have been like, well, maybe that's plausible. They also have the tree that kills you, the ants that fucking kill you, the box jellyfish that kills you, the snake that
1 in
kills
10
you,
people in
the
Australia get
spider
killed
that
by
kills you.
100 spiders, yeah.
Dude, they got a tree that actually, if you get stung or whatever it is, they have the suicide bush there.
It makes you kill yourself.
You know what I mean? They have all of those things.
There's a tree. If you come in
Suicide?
contact with
no,
the,
it's-
Yeah, we talked about this on the
or a
podcast.
plant.
What?
Yeah.
It makes you kill yourself?
Yes.
but no,
What in the hell?
it's because the pain is so intolerable.
Once you come in
It
contact
lasts
with the
5
barbs,
years.
there's no getting rid of the pain.
Cut
It's
that
like
part of
being
your body off?
it's-
Or?
well, you probably have to lose a limb.
What if it's in the face? Come on, man.
Just cut your head off. Problem solved.
Boom. No more pain.
One way or another. Problem solved.
Just stop.
Okay.
But-
anyways,
Yeah.
Again, sorry, Alaska.
Yeah, sorry, Alaska. You're the safe
We'll do
state.
better.
Never mind. I'm sorry. We thought you were like part of that whole Australia. James, do
Yeah.
the accent.
Yeah.
Good day, mate.
There it is.
We don't
And
want
James
Putin
does
to
it.
have you back.
Yeah. No, I right, I totally agree with you.
Speaking of Putin, there was an award ceremony.
We did. Hey, we listen. I don't know what that means. Yeah,
Segue.
yeah.
I was trying to segue, guys.
I don't know what that means. Whether like when you see the videos or the pictures of us holding our majestic medallions, like we just won the Olympia, the Olympians,
Olympiad.
the Olympians.
Yeah.
How do you say that?
Maybe you
The
should have
Olympics.
chugged that whole 7% beer
Yeah.
like in 10
Hey,
seconds.
the Olympics. Hey, we just won our gold medals in the Olympics. It was phenomenal, man.
Dominated
So-
like the dream
yeah.
team.
Yeah,
yeah.
The dream team of podcast and what was it, video and audio,
Right.
which
There's
is really
a lot
weird.
of people listening. It's like
It's a really
these
weird-
fucking assholes.
Hey, listen, we didn't pay for this, but I'm telling you right now, it was phenomenal to go up there and pick up a first place audio
Yeah. The Awards of Excellence is what it was.
That's right.
The banquet.
for the National Barbecue and Grilling Association, NBBQA, to get this accolade, to go through there and be recognized for this is come on, man. It's
Did
phenomenal.
you bring my medal?
Close to close to
mine?
700 entries.
That's right.
Overall, obviously all the
Okay.
categories, but first place, and that was for the barbecue audio series, and third place in the barbecue video series. So we have a goal for next time too, because we're gonna get first in both.
Yeah.
We're trying.
I think this is pre-roll.
Post pre.
Post pre.
No,
That's cool, man.
Actually,
Our
We want
submissions?
first and first.
I know. I
That's
submitted
it.
every submission I did for the video was right here.
Was it? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, next time we're definitely bringing Raul with us to the NBBQA, so he can just follow us
can
around
handle
the
it.
camera. Oh man.
No,
I thought you
when
meant so we could get the award.
No,
He
yeah.
can go get the award too.
Sorry,
100%.
Raul. Like, God, man.
No,
Like,
this-
but I want him to get some content.
Matt,
'cause
yeah,
us
okay.
trying to do it is not
You're,
good.
me,
Hey,
you
I'll
and
do
I-
content, but I'm not fucking babysitting, bro.
That's what I did, right? Just like a little bit.
No.
can you
listen.
take Jay into his room, please? Like,
No.
That's what I had to do.
Can we just stop for a second, brother? I actually agree with you, Matt. First of all, yeah, you got to come and do the next one because I think it's going to blow your fucking socks off thinking about how big this thing is and how many people, how many legends, and just I don't know, man. Like, dude, no content. We're all shooting content. You just come hang out, be on the podcast. I mean, come on,
It was a
dude.
blast.
Yes.
Super fun.
We can go through the
was
list. I don't
phenomenal.
know if you want to talk. I will get into some of the live fire cooking, and I'm not trying to make this episode last 3 hours, but some of the legends that we come across during this
right.
conference, the live fire cooking portion of it was just crazy. To
You
see
had
these
alligators
people-
being spun around
Yeah.
in the middle of like 3 different cooking apparatuses or 3 different barrels.
You had
all projecting heat in
You
the
had
middle,
Mel from
like a stripper.
Was it Grill from the Dark Side?
Yeah.
Dark side of the grill.
Dark Side of the Grill. He had a alligator suspended over live fire, and then you had he had like octopus hanging onto it. Looked like it was like attached to it, and then he had a bunch of other stuff that was going around. But this is like I think second day of cooking, first day of cooking. We saw like he had like the pork belly and then the ribs, and you roll over to. Al Fragoni. Al Fragoni was out there, our good buddy Al Fragoni. He was throwing down the, I always call them the bullfrog chickens, but the frog chickens or whatever you want to call it. But the way he had it, he had that chimichurri stuffed up underneath the skin, and it was just it was hung up over like this just I forget what it's what it's called, but the style
Like
of
that
cooking.
little
The
cross
asado.
thing with
It's
the-
the
yeah.
asado
asado-
style of
asado
cooking.
style of
It's
cooking.
you have the grate sitting up there, but you have like the fresh coals, and all he did is just cooking down wood and shoveling coals in different
Correct.
areas to create this heat pockets.
Yep.
They're just cooking it, slow roasting this chicken to like. You always feel like I'm always watching it, going like, okay, like, why don't we cook it now? You know, like you're taking too long. But
Grill it.
But that's the deal because if you talk to him and you hang out over there, it's time just kind of slows down. And next thing you know, you're smoking a cigar, you're having some whiskey, you're just kind of walking around a little bit, and you're just no, it's
That's
good.
the whole part of it.
It's good. No, we're actually cooking those chickens over there. It's
Yeah.
good, right?
7 more hours on that
yeah,
chicken.
hey, listen, that chicken's going to be so slow. It's
It
almost
actually-
like a rotisserie style chicken,
Kind of, sort of.
without really having to really fuck with anything, right?
It took like
And
I think maybe 2
over
hours, 3 hours
live
to get
coals.
these chickens, whatever. But what I found pretty interesting is like I rolled up taking pictures or whatever,
John.
and these chickens are sitting up, and you got drumsticks pointing down, and you can see the liquid just pooling up in the drumsticks And you can-
Inside.
inside the skin. You can see it kind of just
Yeah,
bubbling as it's like just cooking. And it's just like almost just like not boiling the meat, but it's cooking with its own juices.
It's braising, dude. It's
and
braising
braising.
the meat.
And then when they
Yeah.
pull these chickens off and they put it down and they pull in those legs off, it just like just
Shreds.
It's,
juice.
yeah, it's the way that they cut those things. There's no cutting into any of the membranes or whatever. So all the juices they just stay inside.
they retain to the meat.
Yeah, it's crazy how it works. Yeah, and it's
phenomenal.
freaking delicious. And I don't know which one of them was doing. Did you taste whatever that freaking fish thing was that they had?
Oh, dude, the
oh my god,
I don't know what
snapper. Or,
Al
I don't know what
Fragoni
the
had
hell
a
was.
red snapper, like fresh caught, like
Yeah.
Oh my God.
like day before, fresh caught, brought up to them there in San Antonio.
Some of the best fish I ever had.
They had the fish head just sitting on top of the table to where you could see it. And I guess apparently that's not apparently that's a thing, but if you can see the fish head and the eyes, you can tell how fresh that fish is.
It's like not cloudy or whatever.
If it's super cloudy, then you know it's like, okay, that's been dead for a while.
Dude, it was like, it was fresh. It was
You threw down the little chimichurri.
Yeah, but what was there a slaw there, or it was just mixed meat? But what was inside of it? There was a.
I think it was just the slaw.
Okay.
I think it was just the chimichurri mixed up with the red snapper.
Whatever it was,
Yeah,
it was
delicious.
delicious.
It was so good.
Yeah. Yeah, so there was a bunch of them out there. They had Alejandro Gutierrez, Tuffy Stone, Alfregoni.
Tuffy Stone, man,
Yep.
he put on a show like no other, and I feel like there's people that walked over and ate. Like there were some people. I was talking to a guy who's like, actually, I went over there and I was talking to him for a second, and then Tuffy's like, hey, did you get any tri-tip that he put on? And he goes, no, man, I don't want to bother you. And he goes, no, man, that's what I'm doing.
That's why I'm here.
You can just grab some, essentially, you know. But he was just like, he was so enamored just by talking to Tuffy that he was like, I can't try the
Taken
food.
back? Yeah.
I wanted to walk away. And he goes, he made me come back, and he goes, the best damn thing.
Oh, and Tuffy was
Yeah.
like working shoulder to shoulder with all those high school kids. It was really
It was
freaking cool
yeah,
to see.
he is a mentor.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
he is-
amazing.
that's what he was. It's his calling.
Between him and then you had Alan and Eric from Boar's Night Out and Mark Lambert. You had probably 15 world championships right there passing out food to the public. It
That's
was
right.
really freaking cool. And of course, Mike Starr, Mel,
We'll go right
and
behind
Michelle.
us. You've got the winningest man in barbecue, his son, right, which has
Yep.
been cooking with him. At Jack's Old South?
Meyer Mixon?
But it was his son's
Southern Q.
Yeah.
It was like
Southern Q.
Matt Greiner.
Yeah. So Matt Greiner was putting on, but he was in. I guess he did it in conjunction with
Working together, yeah.
Yeah. But still, yeah. What was it a Carolina style hog they put on?
Yeah.
Dude.
Do we need
it
to
was
create a Texas style hog?
So
Ooh.
I don't.
put brisket roll
It's
on
not
it.
going to be as good.
Nothing but salt and pepper.
Yeah. Ugh, we're done. Hey, yeah.
Put it on an offset.
Hey, listen, they've done it before. It tastes like shit. That's why they do it that
No,
way.
it's still good. It's still
No,
good.
yeah, it's going to be good, but we're not going to be running that.
That's true.
That
I still want to do
vinegar
a hog on Johnny June. I don't give a shit.
sauce is going to be phenomenal.
Hey,
Do
dude.
it.
We got a lot more stories to go with this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very kind of hard just to put all this into one episode. So we got plenty of stories coming up.
I know, but
I'm not
what's-
cutting you off, Jan. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I don't want to cut you off either. But I was going to say before you just take it out, give me your takeaway. You're like, what is your one takeaway from this little between the competition, between hanging out? Like, do you have a final thought on that? And then I would actually ask you, John, the same thing. Think about what your final thought was for this, and it.
Okay.
Maybe you can add on to it. It doesn't have to be
got
the
you.
perfect thing, but yeah, go ahead.
I got you.
You want me to jump in there?
No, I got it.
Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
while it's on my brain right now. Boobies.
There it is.
I'm done. I'm done
Yeah,
with
hey,
that.
Nobody
Hey,
wraps an episode
hey,
back around like you do,
What,
James.
what was the what was the name of the
Started with
hotel?
boobies, now we finished with
That's
boobies.
it, man. End it.
What was the name of the hotel?
Aloft. And I was going to say my favorite part was probably being at the Aloft and hanging out with these freaking legends and getting to really just like talk to them.
Yeah,
That was the best part. Going back,
Hobnob with him a little bit.
going back
Yeah.
to the hotel and the hotel bar and this Aloft, they just
Boobies.
the hotel did not stay open. They had a bar that it closed down like
11.
10, 11.
Yeah.
Nobody
We-
left.
Hotel
We
bar
made
closed
the-
11.
We made Kel Phelps and Janet. They
NBBQA,
like, hey,
man.
you guys are staying open till 2.
And they did.
And they did.
There were some nights.
Yes.
There were some nights where like we're open till 3 or like 3 a.m. Like, what is happening with you guys?
Yeah, you
like,
had-
we're a hotel. Nobody checks on us. We can do what we want to do.
Exactly. You had John Mann rolling out with a bottle of Weller's.
Oh, my God.
Just
That was
just
a horrible
liter and a
idea.
half. He's like, "You want some whiskey?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And just fills up a glass of whiskey.
Yes, it was like full. Right. What are you doing, man?
No ice just fills it up.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Oh my god! But yeah, that was, to
was
me
fun
that was my
times.
100%
Final
favorite
thought.
part.
So your final thought is James's boobies and
No, mine was just
and-
the amount of one-on-one time you get, and it wasn't just us. It was everyone staying at the same damn hotel, So it was the folks I had never met before, never seen before, and also the Tuffy Stones and the Boars Night Out. Getting to talk with all of them, and it was like uncensored. Anything we asked. There was what was our buddy's name over there that was giving us all the steak tips? This dude's a world champion. Is it Eric?
Matt Olverson.
Matt Olverson. This was, and he's giving us all the steak tips. Like, hey, this is what I would do. This is what you need to do. Like, this dude's won world championships. Worlds.
So he's invited us. He's invited us back to the American Royal to be a part of their team. It's Craig. Craig, he has it's called Meat Lover. No, what's it called?
Yeah,
Meat Lovers.
Something like that.
He's created this rig, this 18-wheeler rig that I think he's called it Meat Lovers. I'm
He
not
was
sure.
saying that. We don't. I'm not sure.
Anyways,
either, James.
it's like just picture a 18-wheeler and the trailer attached to it.
It's a cattle.
It's
a cattle
back
hauler.
end has slide outs and it's cooking grills, chilling areas, and everything in this one trailer.
It's amazing.
Damn.
Yeah. Anyways, my
He's
point
saying
was
you guys can
You
record
said
here.
yes, we will be there, right? Okay,
John.
good. All right, good.
My point was, he's giving us any kind of tips you can think of, and anybody there was the same way. Anything, any question you had, it wasn't. I mean, obviously at the conference it's the same kind of thing, but once you get them a little lubricated, this dude was giving. And the next day, me and
You
James
should
were
be.
talking. We're like, "What the fuck did he say about the steaks? What are we supposed to do?" And we were like, "I don't know."
Probably it's like you wake up the next morning, you're like, what did he say?
I'm so fuzzy.
That's what
Fever
he's
dream.
saying.
But it was so much fun. It was so much
I
fun. I had a
Remember
blast.
nothing.
Yeah. Well, that's what alcohol does. That's what it did to him too.
But I remember I had a good time.
All right. So, so for me, man, I'm not gonna lie,
Nobody
man.
asked.
I felt like, I felt like it was just a great opportunity. But for my takeaway from this was some of the obstacles that it took to do what we just did, right? And I think we look at last year and we look at coming on board with obviously with some new sponsorships and whatever else that allows us to do what we're doing right here. But dude, I think of that whole single gauntlet we ran, the copious amount of alcohol coupled with the amount of rainfall and lightning storm that we went through for a competition, and then you match that with equally every single day being almost beautiful and just hanging out with some of the best. It was phenomenal. It just like it was almost a picturesque weekend that we had. Well, I don't even want to say use that word. I want to say coming off of that with, I don't want to drink alcohol for like a year, like in my head.
Last
and then,
3 days.
Yeah, and then tonight I'm like, I'm 3 days into this. I'm drinking with you guys. So, cheers to you guys.
to that.
It was amazing.
I wish that Matt and Alex could have been here. I did text Alex earlier, and I was like, dude, if you can, I said, send me a picture of you working on the railroad, and we'll post it. So I just want to say, hey, look, we thought about you, Matt, and we definitely thought about Alex while we were out. But man, y'all missed out, man. It was
I had
phenomenal.
a fun time hosting my daughter's 8th birthday party sleepover.
You should. And that-
There are some times during that I really wish I was rather with you guys,
Yeah.
podcasting and
Of course.
drinking beer. But
Did you
I
cook a steak or something? I keep seeing this picture up on the wall.
This is the
Let's get into it.
final
Let's get into it.
segment.
Let's
We got
get into it.
This is a win/fail. I'll tell you what it is. So, this is actually Emma's friend Liz in Michigan got in her head that she wanted to cook her first steak ever.
Okay.
And she was asking me some advice, like, what steak do I get and everything. I said ribeye, because that's the best steak there is. And I was giving her some tips about, making sure it sits out on the counter long enough. You salt it. You kind of like, let it get up to room temperature, let that salt kind of absorb into it. Then you season it up. She doesn't have a barbecue pit, no Weber or anything like that. She's in an apartment. So she was just cooking it on the stove. So there's a picture here of her. That's the final product, but there's one on the plate where she salted it. I think she could have gone a little more on the salt, but first steak ever.
That's great.
Yep, thought she did pretty good.
Yeah.
Picked out a good steak, in my opinion.
Got a nice spinalis.
Huge,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
She has a huge spinalis.
And then she put it in the in a pan
microwave.
on the
I was
stove.
like,
yeah,
put it in the
microwave.
microwave. I was like, damn
But
it.
I mean, you look at the end product that she had there. So I cautioned her from putting the butter in the pan and trying to do all that because I was worried that when she was trying to get a sear, she's going to end up burning the butter and all that. So I said, just
brown butter action.
Yeah, I said just put some butter on at the very end when it's resting. Let it just kind of melt on there as it rests. But
It looks
Yeah.
pretty good.
great job on first steak.
Did she
ever.
like it?
She said it came out
It
perfect.
looked like
She-
a cast iron. Did she use some cast
I
iron?
think no, it wasn't a cast iron. It was just like a regular pan, just on a
Oh,
regular
the picture
pan.
looked like
cooked-
a cast iron.
No,
Lodge.
no,
Yeah, it
just-
looked like a Lodge
I think it was
cast
just
iron.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, no, you're right. You're right. It does kind of look like cast iron.
Usually.
The handle was throwing me off, but I think it's this little cover. But I mean, good win,
And
Liz.
she says lodge at the top. Just
Right.
look at that.
This is what threw it off for me.
yeah, yeah, that's what it was.
The fact that John's right
hey,
and Matt's
I mean-
just arguing. Yeah.
Okay.
And it apparently like there was another photo I don't have anymore of the cross cut, nice like medium rare right in the center. So Liz, great job on your first steak.
Yeah.
Okay, how's
it
that a
is.
fail?
No, I said it's a win or fail. I was,
Okay.
I was
So-
leading you
no,
on.
so
looks
Liz wins.
amazing.
It's definitely a
Hey,
win.
Liz,
Yeah.
great job, Liz. And what are you going to get?
Liz, I just want to say congratulations on cooking your first steak in your lodge cooker. I guess you just won some SUCKLEBUSTERS. Everybody wants some SUCKLEBUSTERS. Yeah.
Speaking of winning some SUCKLEBUSTERS, I know we're getting out of here. There was a raffle going on the whole time we were there. And one of the big prizes we won, because we bought some raffle tickets, was
We won a prize?
Yeah, we won a big old
gift bag.
gift bag from SUCKLEBUSTERS.
No.
I was
All
like,
right.
how did that happen?
Anybody we could have won from them.
There was
could have had
dozens of prizes.
We
Hey,
could have had
everybody was
8,000
like, it's rigged.
Hey, dude,
Our sponsor, we won.
we could have had
Dude.
$8,000 coolers, dude,
Yeah.
like, or warmers. You know what I mean? Like there were
that's
so many different things.
Yeah,
We
when they
won
called
this.
it, we turned around and looked at Dan like, what in the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
And also we had Dale.
Dan.
What in the hell? We had Dan Arnold
What the kale
on, and Jan got to sing his jingle
in front of Dan.
in front of Dan. How was that, Jan?
It's fine.
You
You know
slap us
what?
on trademark infringement.
You know what I
Say
did?
he did say something about like, hey, maybe we might have to get this recorded here.
I'm telling you right now, he has no idea how many times we've actually sung that.
A lot.
And
lot.
listen, he
Hundreds.
doesn't know. Hundreds of times we've said that. So whatever, man. Hey, cheers to you guys. I've had a phenomenal trip.
Yeah. Grabbing the
Booyah.
Lots of
Let's
cheers
go.
tonight.
John, do you want to take us out of here? Let's
Hey,
go.
it's been awesome talking barbecue. But seriously, if you guys have questions for us, if you have comments for us, any of that kind of stuff, hit us up. It's info@GrabMinTheBrisket. Any of our social medias is @GrabMinTheBrisket. We want to hear from you, or give us
Yeah,
a call. Leave
definitely.
a voicemail 434-829-22.
If you want us to come hang out with you, go ahead. I'm sorry,
Oh,
John.
wait, what?
That's not true.
It's like,
That's
hold
not,
on.
that's not true. But a barbecue win, barbecue fail will always win you a prize seasoning from SUCKLEBUSTERS at your choice.
You'll be in the end of the year giveaway too.
If you have questions on your barbecue, questions on your barbecue pit, questions on
You want
manufacturing,
to share a recipe?
manufacturing a barbecue pit, call in. We have somebody. We got you.
What's that number?
It's
434-829.
829-2299.
434-829-2299.
There it
Nailed
is.
it. There it is.
Check us out.
If they were trying to write that down, they erased so many times.
Just check us out. Click. Boom.
That poor son of a
Bye.
bitch driving down the road with his one hand on the wheel, trying to like write something. He's like, God dang it, crash.
I hate you guys.
434-839. What? No.
The Texas Hammer. Honestly, guys, it's been great talking barbecue with you. Let's go.
Peace.
Thanks, everybody. We've been great.
As we close out, big thanks to SmokerBuilder.com and the NBBQA for their unwavering support.
Absolutely. And cheers to Barbecue News Magazine, SUCKLEBUSTERS, and Dow Strong Knives for their contributions.
And you know Yeti always has our back, and Cooling Nation ensures our drinks stay perfectly cold.
Lastly, props to Cambro Manufacturing and, of course, the Spicy Nut, the Chicks that Smoke Seasoning. Thanks to all for powering this show.
Until next time, keep smoking.